Welcome to the fastest chaos quarterfinals of Silver League, and we've got Lord Turfux, the Lord of the 3 archery ranges, and right now he's placed exactly 3 archery ranges. Let's go. Early market with the Huns here, and Onkyox playing as the Tatars, very tidy bit order by him. That looks good. So yeah, the 2 German new prodigies of DM both started playing deathmatch with the fastest chaos, and both have reached the quarterfinals of Silver League, both also making upsets happen to reach the main event. So yeah, 2 new German-speaking faces. Oh, they're also from Germany. India. And pretty successful for being new. We start with the siege tower. Does it have attack again? Yes, it is the siege tower that does have attack again. We saw that in Selit versus Nilly in the main event already. Will it attack? It will attack. Attacks a camel. What does this one attack? No, they changed it all the time what it meant. Yeah, sure. Rush-wise, Turfux got 4, Onkyox got only 2, so a bit better rush for the Paladins here, and yeah, surprised to see so many stables a bit against Tatars. Well, it's only 3, which is, I guess, fine. But it's really 3 of each kind! What is this build order? This is way too small! It's not only the Lord of the 3 ranges, but also the Lord of the 3 stables and the Lord of the 3 barracks now. Yeah, Turfux going ham on his memes. Lord of the 3 TCs as well being added. Yeah, I don't know if Turfux just likes the number 3, but he needs 3 siege workshops as well. I mean, he desperately needs siege workshops. He needs like 8, but you know, what are we just pushing with traps with Huns? There's also no defensive siege workshops by Onkyox, so I think both players are misplaying this by not making siege. 3 siege workshops! It's like Turfux is trolling, right? Because I'm always saying they're 3 archery and everything. He's building 3 of everything. And now he's making 5 stables, somewhat. How many castles? 3 casts have been built. Holy. Population is better for Turfux, but not that much better, because his building amounts are so low, right? Normally Huns should have like... Yeah, Tatars technically have counter units to what Huns do, have better cavatars and camels, but Huns usually overwhelm with the bigger numbers around the 10-minute mark. Turfux numbers aren't that much bigger. So, I think it's looking good for Onky. The longer the game goes, the better army. Or like, if he gets the same amount of army, then Turfux, you should have the better army. Right now, Turfux isn't getting more army than Onky because he only made 3 of everything. And the 2 new stables aren't being used, so... I also don't know if stables are the thing you want to add more than 3 of. It's ranges, actually. At siege workshops, which are up now, but are not making any siege. I mean, not siege. I don't know why I did that. More castles coming up. He apparently really wants to push with traps, so what? Why are we not making weather rams? Your opponent isn't even making onagers. Make rams. And don't keep make onagers in case your opponent makes rams, and also against the CA. I talked about it as being a standard problem of Turfux not adding siege. Maybe I've also talked about it being a standard problem of Onkyox. I probably have. But how we don't see a single siege ram until minute 10 in the Tatar Hun war is beyond me. Guess these people didn't grow up playing Hun's Horse since they started playing DM last year, so the mechanic to pump rams isn't really... never really occurred to them as something central. Map pretty standard, by the way. We've got like these Bit of this confined generation with the woodlands at the sides, but with an open middle. Hans would have probably liked to see some water here. Now the Rams are being added. They're doing good work in the fights as Onkyox scavengers are focusing only on the Rams. And the traps are focusing on the castles, so it's starting to look decent for Turfux. Will Onkyox realize there's something that's called a siege workshop? No. I think the tide turns the moment Onky adds siege. The only siege he's been adding is trips. And they aren't great against scavengers. What, he calls it? What? You could at least try adding siege, Onky. He gets a lot of resources to sell here to make like 10 onagers and then he wins. Hi, Camred. I thought you're skiing. I don't like... yeah, it's 100 pop is 200, but that's just Hans things. He has eco, he just needs onagers. I guess he realized that he will never realize that he could make siege workshops. Instead of practicing in secret, you could come co-cast it. Turfux wins game 1 with Hans versus Tatars. Yeah, I mean, I said they were both not adding siege, right? And I said the player who had siege first wins, and that's what happened. Well, good for the Lord of the 3 ranges who... I mean, I want to check how many ranges he had in the end. 3. Yeah, Turfux says it wasn't on purpose. That he made 3 of everything. 3 ranges, a lot of the 3 ranges, right? And now, like, somewhere on the YouTube, you have to look for it yourself, but that's YouTube. The Lord of the 3 ranges. And this time his build order these came later, so his build order consisted of 3 ranges, 3 stables, and 3 barracks. Then he added 2 racks and 2 stables later. And then he made 3 siege workshops. Must have been some low army numbers early? Yes, he should never win with that low numbers, but Onkyox never added siege either. Turfux is just a beast man? Oh, nice to see you, Kelai. I didn't dare to ask you to co-cast. I would have normally asked you to co-cast. These 2. Since you know them very well. Didn't dare after our last exchange. Since it was sweaty. See how many ranges he makes next game. Turfux is a beast, but I think he just won this because he had a siege and his opponent didn't. And it was a bit of an early science play. But let me know what you think of the drafts as Hans winning against Tatars. Making this draft better already, I think. The soundtrack is too loud. Where do I change this? Go out again. Yeah. At least 3. Yeah, 3 is better than 0. That's true. Equally bad draft. Oh, I need to leave the game to enter next. Set predictions, guys. I already said mine, but I think you came after later. Said I like Turfux and me more, but Hella being boring, saying the same thing I said. Valid? Is there a rehost? You like Occupy Warburg Turfux is so much better. I like both of them. I don't like is that dashboard isn't loading as always. We're actually finding it in-game. Code not working, dashboard not working, but in-game's working. It's the weirdest thing ever. And we have a little bit of water on this map, and that shouldn't be the greatest for the Ghosts, who already have a bad matchup here. I think if Portuguese can somehow survive the start, at least we do have some shallows on the map, so the rush distance is a bit shorter than having to go around the water for the Goth. And let's see if Onky can rush Turfux off of the map. Because if not, and if we see some organ guns, I have not many ideas what the Goth could do. Camel Rider start is not the most aggressive, so even a champion can deal with it here, which is really nice for Turfux. And Onky's not rushing? Oh boy, no! It's your only chance! With Rex and Rangers, Porto shouldn't survive. The opponent doesn't rush, they do survive. I mean, if you clump with Rex, it's okay. The Rangers are out. Onky is going forward now, but he's going champions and no Huskarls, so no early rush, then that makes the Rangers a little bit better. See, oh, it's a hand cannon thought against Ghost. We've seen people thinking that. It usually doesn't work. But I think with how slow Onky's rush is, it might. Oh, yeah, 60 champions now at least. They're all dying in this choke point. Ooh, and Turfux sneaked! 4 docks! Making a mix of caravels and demos. That would be super good. I really like this move. Like, demos now are intercepting all the champions there. Probably only demos at this stage. I don't think caravels add too much right now. Two castles now up and on guns are being made. Not really fully queued castles, but do have castles. Some champions are still going to die. Onkyox also some dogs now coming up, so people are actually fighting for water, but the moment where Goths have an advantage has passed without basically any damage. Both players lost a village. Yeah, the game's like even, but the civs aren't. Fishing ship. Oh, maybe the water aspect, but also shouldn't win the water, right? Turfux going in with a little army. That really isn't enough. What? Turfux placed the castle there already? Okay, he's very confident in his army. No bombard cannons at all. Castle deleted. Onkyox building it further back actually. As yeah, only champions here. I mean, these were Huskars against this, right? Instead of champions. Now yeah, now we're switching a bit into Huskar, but not really, and some Onagers are coming out. This can still easily be defeated with Onagers. Where are the Onagers though? Oh, the Onagers are forward, okay. Onkyo is trying to make a side attack happen. Is denying some expansion here. No traps coming out. There's some army to defend. The army at the front was actually cleared by the Huskars, but it was quite small. And Onkyox has more control. Yes, there was Civ, but maybe the level isn't that high enough that the Civs matter? I'm not sure. I'm saying the level isn't high enough and stuff. Turfux beat Camrad, so. Camrad beat Boomstick twice. Who in turn beat Chamber. Which I think is a sign that there's some like ranges in DM where a lot of people that people think are on different levels can somehow beat each other, and I think that's a good sign for the competition. A lot of caravels on the field. There's no mass targets for them to use their Scorpions effect on, really. I mean, Onkyox, he didn't rush, but he's like, he has more villagers and a better map positioning. So, apart from not rushing, I like how Onkyox is playing this. I still don't think it will be enough to upset the Civ advantage for Turfux in this stages. Doing one bombard cannon for 3 Onagers. Probably not what he wanted. Resource-wise, it's okay, but I think it still means that Turfux will clear this side here. I forgot to put Ottoman free flows in the title. Sneak trips. Armies around here fighting all the Goth Onslaught, which is just going into the head cannon meat grinder. And the hand cannons are working. I mean, they don't work against the full Huskar rush. That's like the thing I meant, right? But that never appeared. Now few Huskars are appearing. That's only 24 on the field. The queue of Onky has only, what, fishing ships in it? Is he thinking he's winning water here? He's not winning water, I think. 12 galleons versus also demos. Probably a misclick. They're behind galleons somewhere. Either it's big optimism or misclick. Probably the second. He's trying to send his ships to help out here, but like there's still a navy of the Portuguese. And yeah, now comes the sad time where like boss can't challenge the Portuguese army really. Yeah, these Onagers are taking good shots, but if the bombard cannons come with them, it's not many organ guns, which is a bit odd, because I think organ guns are kind of the kill-all unit, and I would have totally gone for organ guns and not for hand cannons. Like I did yesterday, right, against Chinese. It plays pretty similarly to Portuguese Ghost, just with the Ghost rush being a bit better. Which actually were mage. Now being taken out. Portuguese also elite cannon gain, something that Ghosts don't have. They get Romans, but elite cannon gain. Now that Romans have been nerfed, it's better than Roman. And cannon gains get siege engineers, and cannon gains get attack rounds. So they got a lot of like new features that make it a lot better. when Roman were introduced, so that Roman were kind of introduced and then totally outpaced by what they did to Bombard to Cannon Gates. I think Cannon Gates are good now. The campy things that you can do with them got buffed, and I don't think anybody wanted to see those campy things buffed. Just because they tried to balance Romans. They're not Romans enough, like Romans aren't that great. Onkyox also with a gather point into his opponent. Ay ay ay. Turfux now pushing champ Bombard Cannon. I mean, it doesn't really matter, the Bombard Cannons are killing everything. But I guess champ Bombard Cannon could die. But, where are the organs, my friend? Not that it matters. I mean, the water kills pretty much everything already. So Onky trying to play sides here. He has firmly lost water control now. 2 blocks remaining. Still trying to make fish. Ay ay ay, Onky gets some water. Jeez, man, what is this? He's playing RM. He should be know how to play water. Organs are shit against Swiss girls? Really? Why would they be shit? The damage is the projectiles, no? Ah, I guess if they only do 8 damage with each projectile, then the Huskarl armor might be good. Okay. Turfux knows more than me, I guess. So you say, but you hated the ranges at the start. Like, if we don't want to go on guns, why are we hating the ranges then? Cavalry archers? Okay, oh, Turfux time to misclick, I guess. Or he just enjoys microing cavalry archers. How many ranges? 6. Turfux was doing so well on his meme in game 1, now he makes 6 ranges. Feels a bit like betrayal. Onky called an early GG in game 1. I didn't call an early GG in game 2. I don't know what he thinks is way back here. I think this is over. Lost water? Yeah, he still has over 100 pop, I guess. Can't stop this army. Maybe he's gonna try to go for one clear. He has nice eco, like 50 farms. Just kind of beautiful. More farms than Turfux has, but Turfux has 22 farms, which is like already more than Portuguese would probably ever need. So can't blame for Turfux for having less farms, because his Civ doesn't need food. He's just taking out the houses and the production. Well, Onkap's still there though. Still a lot of castles all around for him. Guess there was quite some stone on the map. Did stone banks for both as well. Here come the cave archers! Portuguese cave archers! And when Onky sees them, he calls the GG. No, I think there was a little fight here. There was all of Onky's army not doing anything. And like starting phase getting erased. But it wasn't really the eco. Onky also got 2 relics in 2 different monasteries. Everybody's doing like this legend way of collecting relics in this. Like, is that... Seems to be a certain thing that we see a lot in all Silver League matches, that people just make a monastery where the relic is instead of like making the monasteries at home and sending the monks where the relics are. And that's a phenomenon I've never seen before. I think in previous like Silver Leagues or lower Elo Leagues of DM tournaments that I casted, we just saw people like either making monasteries at home going for relics, or like people just ignoring the relics. But this way of like making monasteries next to relics seems to be a specific new habit that I haven't seen before. Turfux with an amazing KD. Well, boss from the Portuguese. Goth Kitty is always bad, even when they're winning. They are not here. And Turfux takes the 2-0. So, a bit sadly, our predictions are on the right track. And Asher has given up guessing the soundtrack and disappeared. Goths lost to Portuguese. Bengalis are still there. Have shit matchups though, Bulgarians and Dravidians. Probably Sys that can deal with them. I don't know, Turfux running a bit out of Sys here. I mean, Oki can only win 2 games though with Bulgarians and Dravidians, so Turfux probably fine overall, but not on a close map, yeah. But I don't think these guys remember that they were re. What are we gonna see now? Ethiopians are actually good against Dravidians? Yeah, I think it would make sense to probably play Ethiopians here. I think they have good matchups against both the stronger selves of Onki. They should also... Everything does well against Hindustanis because they suck, and they should also do fine against Gundians. They also don't have siege engineers, so... Yeah, Turfux probably playing Ethio here, and then Onki's probably playing Bulgarians because he's 2-0 down. That would make a lot of sense. Turfux got inspired by my gameplay yesterday, yes. He's going Aztecs in game 3 after he's 2-0 up. That's what I did yesterday. It worked. Not only for like saving throwing away Sif, I actually won with it. Aztecs Bulgarians. Now, is Aztecs Bulgarians more of a Civ win for Bulgarians? Or is Aztecs Teutons more a Civ win for Teutons? Bulgarians aren't that broken? Yeah, but who wins better against Aztecs? Who has the bigger Civ win against Aztecs? Teutons or Bulgarians? Teutons. That's what I want to hear. And that sound is also what I want to hear. Welcome in AR12 and Raiders. You're too late to see the first 2 games of Turfux domination, but in time to see the 3rd game. But will it be Turfux domination? Keda doesn't think Aztecs are that bad against Bulgarians, even though I don't know why. You can still make Steros Cavalier, right? And rush them to death. And then we've got Carnage. And what do Aztecs do against strong cavalry units? Nothing, right? Funny Liquid didn't make any bad hits yesterday. Way more playable for me. Let's see. Oh boy, I think I saw some water, so we might see the famous Aztec Navy again. I think we are gonna see the famous Aztec Navy again. Or by Turfux. Thanks a lot for the raid, Air12. How was the chill vibes? Was it chill? I think it was something with vibing. No, it wasn't chill, it was vibing, right? We've got Wang Tong. A hero name that sounds like a joke. And not a very culturally sensible one, but maybe it's me who's just not playing sensible, but it's super strong! Look at how it takes out eagles! 18 plus 4, holy crap! A Rody Onky tried to palisade wall around it, that doesn't work against the mighty Wang Tong. Two-shotting villagers since 875. It doesn't look like it's on aggressive here for Onky, and Turfux is slaughtering. Both people lost 2 villagers to the Wang Tong. 5 and lose RP. Maybe you should entitle it Raging Hard. Then you're gonna win. As Onkyox, Wang Tong goes down, and Turfux saves his Wang Tong. Running around in the backside being annoying. And yes, once again, we have Azif playing against the Aztecs, having good cavalry to completely kill the Aztecs. And once again, same as Funny Liquid yesterday, Onky decides, let's go for my infantry unit. Why? Like, these guys are armors. Like, they play knights against eagles all the time, no? In RM, you usually like don't make longswords against the eagles, but you make knights. And then the armors playing DM tournaments always make infantry line against the eagles instead of knights. But I don't understand. Again, two-handed are very tempting. Yeah, but they still die to ARP, right? The S6 just dead ARPs. Which they're not, but they could. Turfux going for early relics. He likes relics. Here's S6. Demos as well. No Sylph here gets Great Navy. They all only both get regular demo. Like the S6 at least get Galleon. Good Bracer even, so. Nothing worse, Galleon, while the S6 only get Fast Fires and War Galley. They are getting relics. Do we have more relics? We have another relic here, and I think I saw one on top. So let's secure in the middle relic. Turfux should get 3 relics, which would be quite nice. Oh no, the Wang Tong of Turfux has joined the army! I don't think I've seen that before with our heroes in the fastest chaos. Actually, Turfux is using his hero, healing him up, and using him to lead the charge! That's cool! I mean, you don't get many cavalry units with Aztec, so why not? I mean, he has a cavalry unit to lead all the infantry to battle. That's really cool. It looks great. And it's auto-healing anyways, but the monks are making it faster. Sending demos and actual war galleys from the Aztecs around. The enemy defenses around. Good work. The two-headed swordsman army running into the middle ring. Almost luring Turfux army into the demos. Now the Bulgarians get heresy, we're about to find out. Converted demos would be really nice. Would kill another demo then. But they get heresy. And yeah, that was Turfux own units that it killed. Sad times for the Aztecs. What is this? War Galley attacking. A1 tactic. What's up? Free frauds. Maybe after this game if Turfux wins it. Oh, I mean, maybe he was afraid of the monks, because Turfux is just trying to play monk against two-handed. Doesn't seem too worthwhile. Get heresy two-handed. Oh, he's just making castles now? Where are the crab hosts? Why are we making castles? Okay, there's a crab host. Defensively, we see crab hosts against the water. Right. Some galleons. Flexing something that... Ooh. Turfux is the first ever player that we've seen in eternity to notice there is neutral docks on these kinds of maps. And he has started instantly trading. I'm not sure if it might not be a little early, because we're like good on the map and everything still, but yeah, I guess you can never start trade too early. So yeah, Turfux with the insta trade. And that actually means Aztecs won't run out of gold, making them kind of significantly better. Now we've got a big bunch of jacks against the two Bulgarian two-handed. That's pretty interesting. Who wins this? Well, fire ships win it, I think. Well, the answer is fire ships and... Is that a disconnect? Oh, GG. Resigned. Ay, ay, ay. Onky tilt. S6 OP. I at least got to play Aztecs for like 35 minutes. Turfux wins with Aztecs in 11 minutes 27, and once the Jaguar Warriors and Fire Ships come out, Onky won. Wait, Onky is victorious. Yeah, it must be a drop, right? D6, okay. Onky won. Yeah, and it was a D6. It said beside, didn't it used to say like something with out of sync? My first instinct was the D6 as well, but I thought it's an early Onky resign. But yeah, Onky winning should have told us that it's D6. Yeah, like also Turfux wasn't a better spot, right? So I didn't think about that. It could be him. Do we have a restore? I think it's a restore. Without the fake 10 minutes back delay. And yeah, it's a restore. Which is the right thing. Really quick. Oh, no, don't spin up. Don't spin up. Don't spin up. Glorious Jaguar fight. Glorious Jaguar clean. Jags OP. The casters yesterday demanded way more Jaguar Warriors of me and I didn't give it to them. But Turfux is rectifying the issue. Lines of Jaguar Warriors. Don't have Ultra HD graphics. And this resolution it looks good, right? Dun, 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 dun. Monks for healing OP? Yeah, full HP Jags. Sadly the hero died. Like, I love the move that he was healing his starting hero up earlier. Also, Turfux, of course, playing the best color. Maybe it's not the best color for Jags, actually, because it makes them kind of uniformly colored. Hey, finally, we've got cavalry options for Onkyox! He just needed a D-Sync to remember that he can make stuff on horses, and he's actually not a Messerson. He didn't remember for the Crapos. Well, he made one here and a few in the back. 3 castles next to each other with Bulgarians seems a bit odd, but okay. And big trap fight now. Turfux trying to push hard here, but losing a lot of the units to the castles. Saracen monks healing is actually insane when I never see them because their head's already broken. The Saracens. I tried to make it work in RM. Like, I made a build order for Bimaristan Monk Rush. And there was at least one game where I got to actually play it, and that guy said, I don't know what to do against it, it's OP. I don't think it's that. But the rest of the games I just get Tower Rush on Arena like every other Arena game that I get. So couldn't really fully test it. Two of the castles go down, but with the Conics in the fights, it's going a little bit better for Onky now. So I think he should be able to like hold this back. Water control still contested by both. Turfux has his trade going in the back with this dock. It's quite worthy trade, right? It's 57 per trip. And a very fast unit, very straight line as well. So it's really nice trade. Demo shots on the Jags. The Jags are not taking the greatest fight here. Jags are great against the foot conic version, but they probably should be mixed in with some pikemen against the like proper conic, the horse conic. Walks against the Soda. So sad that we have heresy. Otherwise, it would potentially work way better. Well, it's still taking them out, so. Converting them quite fast. Onky doesn't seem to be devoted, but of course he is. It's also faithful, which should be less than devoted. Ever since Funny Liquid mentioned it on one of his streams, it's like bugging me so hard that they're become devoted to a faith you don't even have yet. It's already a monk, it must already have a faith. Maybe the faith tag name is just bad. I think they should just rename faith. like to fanatism or something. Onky with gather point problems again. That looks like forward TC gather point here. Onky and TCs, we have to mention his meme as well. They don't have the best relationship. Right? Like the TCs, they... I think Onky's TCs remember that he really likes to delete them while going up to Castle Edge. So they send their gather points everywhere just to annoy Onky back for always like deleting, right? He doesn't have too much army. He has demos. Who needs army? Actually, he does need army. I mean, can we just go Hussar, clear all of this? Yeah, I mean, like when I said Hussar clear all of this, I meant more than 5. Like if he masters up 30 Hussar, they should probably clear everything. A few conics maybe. He has the rest for that. Yes, 46 farms. Really nice farm development again. I think that Onky does really well is like make eco. And even has fishing ships, so I might eventually even find the dogs to trade with. Turfux is guarding him, you know. But the fleet tends to be on the inside here, so like there's not too much like accidental findings of the opponent's trade, right? Because we have the inside water, and that seems to be the important one. Unless he wants to go for a back raid with cannon gains, he probably is not gonna find the trade. But the Hussar, I did coming in and sniping some siege, balancing the middle fight out here a bit. Some pikemen now on the field. Actually, what happens to converted conic? Does it become a foot conic? With heresy? You watch out for that. I'm trying to convert SO only right now. Convert a conic, man, I wanna know! Okay, Onky's playing like conic Kusamics now. That's working as nicely as I thought it would. He's converting Hussars! Convert a freaking conic, I wanna know! Come on, this one, convert a conic. Yes! Don't run away! Oh, that one? That was converted, I heard the sound, so you get a foot conic after heresy conversion against a conic. Nice. Now that we know that, so it's actually monks, jaguars, actually a combination that makes more sense, because the monks only convert per the mounted version, and then the jaguars clear up the foot version. He's just converting as well. I mean, you could also make a zone as well. Here's one. And maybe it's a challenge to win this with monks. And he's got, in theory, infinite gold, right? So, what's the trade? Don't siege. Where are the two traps? Trying to go for the forward castle now. Trying to convert the trap. Oh, we have got quite far for that. It's just these little fights. The Onkyox quite heavily overboomed. But 40 villagers, including the fishing ships. It's always easier to overwhelm with fishing ships because it doesn't show you that at the top that we have like 18 more villagers. He sees 122 villagers. And cannon gains. Okay, don't mind that. I think that's a good idea. Both people have fishing ships, actually, even in the middle. Turfux might get the castle up. This one falls though, as the castle is also really, really bad. Worst castles in the game. Don't get hoardings, don't get masonry, don't get architecture. So even though it might look like it's out of stone, it is out of paper. But Turfux has one castle here. Crab post here at the transport. And a base on Turfux side. I like this. If we could get like Hussar Siege Ram here. That's for making racks though. I don't know. Yeah, two-handed Siege Ram also works. And he's gonna find the trade. That's a nice move. Middle Hussars fighting monks. And the ram push here. Oh, and the rams are going forward. I don't like that we're going forward with one ram. Yeah, mess up a bit here. If you're doing these sneaky, even transported side pushes, Onky, you want to mess up like between 5 and 10 rams before you go forward to make it like... This is counting on the surprise factor, right? So the surprise should be strong enough that the opponent can only react once it's killed more than one castle. This is will kill one castle because it's an Aztec castle. Probably wouldn't kill a normal castle if the person reacts and produces out of it. And then you want to push too quickly, right? Get into relics here, for example. It's waiting for the Canagates to get converted. Like against heresy and the monk play is working. It's kind of really cool. That push is also cool, but I don't think it's a new castle? I'm not sure about that. Will these villagers build structures in front? Mining camp. Well, the mining camp is a good spot to block the rams. But I'm not sure that's why the mining camp is here. It's super far away from the resource. And the rams are still there, so this castle will just go down. Oh no, nah, maybe not. The drags are coming over. Can they still pass? They should still be pass, right? That's one time, yeah. Yeah, but can only reach one ram. New Jaguar's also coming out. He needs to repair as well. Has the stone for it, like massively. Yeah, but a demo. I guess the castle holds. Yeah, and then now the reaction to the ram push. It isn't really going any further, right? That's why you must 10 and then... Oh, Turfux needs to do something to realize, needs to send units back and everything to probably get onto here. But because we started with the first ram, we only get where we're getting, right? Not really far. Still slow pushing in the middle just with monks now, as the Jaguars are going to defend this. Focus shifting towards getting Onky off his island. Scorpions. Well, I guess it's a cheaper unit that it's converted. And it's good against the infantry. They're playing two-handed versus Jags. Jags should still win that, right? Yeah, they're really easily winning. They like the bonus damage ignores armor, so having more armor doesn't really matter because it's like these guys have already 20 attack plus 11 versus infantry. So the 8 armor are only taking away plus 8 here. So they still have 12 attack plus 11. They still deal 23 damage to them. And they only have 60 HP. So the two-headed swordsmen are really, really, really bad. Just make Cavalier or Conic. If you can produce connects here, make connect. Probably forward trap posts rather than a castle. You can make 2 forward trap posts here and produce connects. In the middle, it's a bit tougher because the monks are converting connects. I need Hussar. Well, Hussar's God should clear this. Then against the Jacks, you need connects. The two-handed aren't doing it. They're like doing their 5 melee armor there, so they're doing their 9 damage and they get 23 in return. But there's even more where he's dealing some extra damage. But in the middle, the pikemen get cleared by the scorps. The monks are retreating, can hop into the castle. I can probably just convert the Hussar, because they're like Aztec monks. This push by Onky is a... Did he see the trade? He sees the dock. Still hasn't seen these docks. The fishing ships are getting closer to seeing them though. Maybe there's a world where Onky notices about the trade? He's slowly running out of gold. Still over 1.5k here. That's it, I think, right? They're kind of fighting over this gold, not that Turfux needs it. Oh, the Hussar's gonna see the trade! The Hussar's gonna see the trade! Question is, does Onky realize that there's trade? He knows there's map with trade. He traded in, like, the qualifiers for the main event. Not on the core with the corners, but I think with the middle. Knows there's map with neutral docks and markets. It's also making progress in the middle. Cleared the scorps. Probably with the monks. So I'm safe the monks earlier. This fireship is now looking for the other dock if there's trade. Onky hasn't really reacted to this. The Hussar saw it, but I don't think Onky did. Okay, into being squished. Another ram push here. And the middle Hussar's going for another cleanup. Game state is pretty even. I'm just worried that the trade will decide it, right? Fishing ships should see this now soon. Maybe not. Maybe the fish is too far. Even should watch my casts more. The cast attempt by Turfux, but the Hussar should focus the monks, probably concentrate on the ram push that kind of fails once again, especially the fast fires are defending the rams here. Now he's going this way, right? That makes him look at the thing, right? That makes him see the trade, right? He has to. He's attacking the dock. That's just by patrolling though. Fishing ships? They're fishing ships. Middle, castle plus jacks trying to push. Will kill a castle of Onky. Demo is going forward, so he wants to get rid of these fires. He must see the trade, alright? These are low units you want to look at. Man, push is coming in. He's sending them back, so I think he's microing, right? Means he sees this. But he's losing ground in the middle. Stables going down as well. He has some stables behind. Demo is now defending here again. Like the ships defending castles. So nicely done by Turfux. Kills the castle, kills the dock, which should at least stop the trade for a bit. We should definitely have seen it. Now, do we check for these docks? There's also the trap push going on the main base. Is that his last castle? No, he has one more, so he can still produce traps. But that castle is dead. These Hussars looking to clear again, though. Monks converting a lot of ships, therefore clearing this thing. Don't know what that sound was. Sorry for that. Ram's deactivated here, so I'm still not sure if you really saw the trade. Where are the trade cocks going now? Oh boy! Oh no! Oh no! Now the trade cocks are going to an inside dock because this is the furthest. That definitely means Onky. Oh, Onky doesn't have stuff around the trade, right? Maybe he still doesn't realize. Sick trade route now, yeah. It's a remake a dock. Has the water control back. The Rams went down through Jacks and Demos. In the middle, Onky's stabilizing, because I don't know. The trade was interrupted? Not really. The trade hasn't been interrupted for long. It's just going pretty odd now. And Onky is running out of gold. Onky only has 300 gold left, but he did find it. Yes! He saw the trade! Onky! He is trading! He doesn't get dry dock though. Look at that, Aztecs having the better navy. Bulgarians, because they get dry dock, so they will have way better trade. In addition to having better relics already, who already brought them over 2k more gold. I don't think with that many traders gold is Turfux issue. And he's remaking the trade dock as well, and he's clearing the forward as well. So while Onky has found out about the trade, I think it is too late. Onky has trade, but we're still not seeing enough. Like, I don't know, I think you just mark 40 conics and then you kill, no? I mean, monks can't convert that fast enough. You actually mask them. It's only 2 SOs. Onky has trade now, so it's food forever and gold forever. So just mask 50 conics and Onky could still be in the game. Like, especially with the trade, Bulgarians should be even better. You just spam your cav unit for eternity, and Aztecs can't deal with it. He's matching like 20 Hussar and sending them in. Instead of matching 40, like, the golden cavalry units. Heck, even Cavalier. Connects are better. And he does have, like, some creepers left, right? 6 creepers. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Oh, Turfux is converting a trade cock of Onky, so he knows that Onky's trading as well now. Which might trigger some navy going towards some trades, right? Yeah, and fire ships are trying, but there's a double crepos set up here, so they're not really going through. One fire ship still guarding that one. Trade of Turfux is back to his good route. And here comes the conic. It's 15. 25 less than I called for. So, and we have more SO now. Really nice shots by Turfux. Turfux clears it. The trap's even taking down crepos from the other side. That trap? What? How did it get there? They was still looking to defend. Trade cock going. What? Why is it trying to trade with this stuff? It is trading. It gets getting 112 gold. I should see nothing inside the trade, really. Eh? But Onky is massing. He's almost pop capped, just needs a few more conics. He's doing demos. I don't know why. Guess if the zombie wants to cross, then demos are nice. Yeah, okay, they're trying to take a fight on the water. But once again, the SO shots are really on point by Turfux. And the Jaguars clear everything. The two-handed swordsmen are so incredibly useless. The demos should come out soon. Can we attack round them with the Onagers? Can we attack round them? That was not an attack round. It misses. That was an attack round, but... Oh! Whoa! 3 demos to connect, and I guess against infantry units, even regular demos aren't that bad. So most of the Jaguars go down. I think the Scorps should be able to deal with the rest here. And Push's probably not gonna end the game just yet. But all the conics went down again, so we're never gonna get to the critical mass that we needed. Did the demo even get converted? No, it will be attacked, rounded down. It's even more beautiful because it goes quicker than the conversion. And Turfux now has crossed the little water bridge here. Not sure about the traps on the water. Demos the sea dragons. Rams are working a bit on the barracks, but like killing the barracks is actually helping Onky. Because if he doesn't have barracks, he can't make two-handed swordsmen. And the two-handed swordsmen are a big waste, so the more barracks Onky loses, the better for him. So then it will only be Hussar and Konig, which are the better units here than two-handed. So while it looks like progress, it's actually helping his opponent. Obviously, if he gets to the farms, then it becomes more tricky. Onkyox once again, really nice farm count. He's really good at making farm eco, but he struggles with composition, and he struggles at the start. And he struggled at finding the trade, but he managed to eventually find it. Which I think only True in the main event has done before, seeing his opponent has traded and then figuring it out. Set against Sai. Amazing set, by the way. One of the latest additions to my YouTube. Rams taking down buildings that Onky shouldn't use. All the house, I guess, he should use. It's nothing you really use. Trade is overrated? Oh yeah, has he? That was also a game where you never traded, but Nilly did. I remember. Game that would have been ending the series. Like, Aztecs would be dead if they didn't have trade, right? The gold would have long run out for them, and then they don't have anything. I mean, they should also be dead if both people have trade. But Onky's taking really, really bad fights. Like, Aztecs should never have a 1400 to 1160 KD. Onky's also overwhelmed, which isn't like helping taking with good fights. And Turfux Micro is on point, and the Lord of the Three Ranges, the 30 Monks, the early trade. And the Jaguar Warriors goes to the semi-finals of the Silver League. If they can't get a dismounted version after conversion, does this mean monks are targeting the horse? Awesome observation, Maida. That's like, yeah, I don't know. That really cracked me up. I think that's exactly what it means. I think you are 100% right. And it's actually first time my chat is being funny. I mean, what's going on? We can't see the full statistics because there was a restore. But like, we at least know that Turfux is taking way better trades after the restore. I want to see the conversion count. 80 conversions. So we are kind of going for the monk price here of Fred Mapka. And I will ask Turfux for a winner interview, and I need to get myself another drink. So I'll be right back. Potentially with the Lord of the Three Ranges. Right, let me first do the scoreboard and everything. In-game one had 13 converts. Yeah, that's only like the restore thing, right? Even better, I think you might have even won the conversion prize. Yeah, I think with that you would have won the conversion prize of Crab Map Cup 2. Well played. I'll be right back. Let's talk to the Lord of the Tür. Yo, the Lord is here. How many ranges does one need to win a set?
3.
Let's go. I need to turn you up a bit, I think. Can you say something else?
Hello, hello.
Good, good. Yeah, I think that should be alright.
Perfect.
Chat complain if he still isn't loud enough. Yeah, nice. Well played. Congratulations. Semi-finalist. How does it feel?
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, really good. Never expected to be in the semifinals in a deathmatch tournament.
And I mean, we're clearly very successful training partners, right? We both dominated in our game 3s with Aztecs. That totally comes down to our intense training together.
Yeah, we trained it so much.
We only trade Monk Micro with Aztecs, right? That's why we both picked it.
Yes. Training is good for, is it?
Like, independent of the training jokes, so I think it's really funny that we both won a game 3s with kind of, I think, tough matchups with Aztecs.
Yeah, I thought Bulgarians should win this matchup. I think they are only missing face, right?
Yeah, it looks like the conversions were quite fast, so...
I looked before, I think they are missing face, so I'm very confident to convert the Siege Onager. But
yeah, that worked really well.
But yeah, with the water, it's always difficult to micro this. You always run into these demos.
Yeah, it was a really funny map. Let's start with game 3, like, now that we're already on it, right? And how surprised were you when he opened Rex?
I think Rex, I was very confident when he opened Rex, because it is, I think, slow start and I can build my Zagras warriors later on.
And I actually did the math a bit, and the Bulgarian two-handed swordsman's armor is really useless. They do 8 damage and receive 23.
Yeah, bonus damage is huge by from the Zagra warriors, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe some CA are good later on, but I think only SO, right? The seeds match up.
I think Bulgarians just need to play like 60 conics at all times, which is doable here with trade, and then, like, I don't know, if you just go cavalier into conic, feels like Aztecs should struggle.
Yeah.
It's not as clear as Funny yesterday, who should have just made paladins against new students, but same direction, no?
Yeah, I think so. Power unit is always good. Then I have to hope to hit some with my SOs.
Yeah, you had really nice shots on. Later on, he added more conics, like around the 50-minute mark, and you had some really amazing attack runs there with
I needed them too. Otherwise, I think he could push with his. Was a little bit slow when he pushed on the right side. Then I think I had no much wood remaining on the left side. So.
Oh yeah, true. Were you worried about his like right side push? It looked scary for a bit, but I think he went too early.
Yeah, I was. I think he just had 3 siege rams, and I could already prepare some units there, and it was only some 200 swordsmen. I think if he had conics, it would be much difficult.
Yeah, I also said instead of the castle that he added there, he should have added like 2 grapples forward. Or 3 grapples and pump conics from them, then it's way harder, and wait for like 7 rams or something, then you can relax. And find the trade earlier. Like, you're actually, because due to our intense training, you were prepared and right away found the dogs. He eventually saw the trade and added trade himself, which I have to give him credit.
Yeah, he wrote me that he saw the trade and then started to trade. Was a unlucky. I had one fire ship the right side, and then I moved it to the left side. Maybe I could explore his trade way early.
Then he didn't trade with the left side dock. Yeah, I saw you moving it. Is it a fire ship that's in the trade right now at the end of the game? Still the same one?
Yes, I think it's still the same.
But yeah, really nicely played by you with the Aztecs there also, with like a lot of monk clicking. And very, very well clicked. How high is your APM?
Not high. My effective APM, I think in ARM is like 40.
Oh yeah, 32 it says here. Well, 30 of those were monk clicks. That was enough.
I think I just had to micro my SOs later on. But
Yeah, micro the right things, right? EAPM is overrated. And yeah, but to go back to the draft, like, how happy were you with how the draft went?
not happy. It was too much shifts I'm not confident to play. I thought I had the first pick, so I banned Koreans. I think that was bad. It would be better if two very good shifts are open. So I thought I could get Mongoose, but then he picked Mongoose, and then I thought, shit.
I think Japanese are very good Civ though, but it would have been better for you if 3 were open than 2.
Yeah, exactly. I would have Koreans, Japanese. I think these are
Yeah.
better than Bengalis here.
Yeah, Bengalis were kind of not that great pick. Like how the draft, like once you pick Bulgarians and Dravidians, Bengalis were like very risky to use, right?
Yeah, I think my Hans pick was bad. I should pick his as old civs away too.
Yeah, but if you wouldn't have picked the Huns, you wouldn't have seen the Lord of Three Ranges in action.
3 ranges are enough.
They were enough again. Yeah, I guess you can't argue with success. You were both super late to see it. He had his own siege workshops at any point. And like even when he resigned at Aztec, I think you would still be in trouble.
I don't know why I only built 3 ranges.
You even went more. You built 3 ranges, then 3 barracks, then 3 stables, and then 3 siege workshops. Yeah, you added more racks and more stables afterwards. But luckily, at least it did more ranges, so the beam was full. I guess that was the question, but you said to me you were sweating in game 1, so you think it's a bad matchup for you?
Yeah, I was not sure what to build. I think Tatars are a little bit better if my Rus is not so good. But I think I got a good position and a good eco setup, so I was then a little bit confident when I could hold the push. But I think if he gets to 200 pop, his army comps would be way better than mine. Or not way better, but better than mine.
Yeah, that comes a bit down to the 3 buildings of each thing, because with Hans you should get to 200 pop way faster than the Tatars, but you only got there a little bit faster because we were very low on like general building amount that we did at the start.
I just want to entertain the stream, so.
And you added ramps. I mean, he didn't add any onagers, so adding ramps was enough.
Yeah, I thought he just had CA, and then I was confident with siege ramps.
You need to get them earlier, like in general. But yeah, you're probably happy that you wanted like Hans Tatars then, and then, well, next matchup was Portuguese Goths. What do you think about the matchup in general?
I think if the map is long, it should be better for me. But if the map is small, short, then it should be better for Goth. Was a little bit happy when I saw water, then. But I think he can overwhelm me very quick because Portuguese is not the. I think if I want to get to my perfect army, it's very slow.
I don't know. I like it for Portuguese. What I really liked was the like sneak dogs in the south, and then the demos into his raid lines. His rush wasn't too strong. Still a nice idea. And
Yeah,
actually,
I saw-
Keller called you a genius because I said, like, why aren't you making organ guns? And Keller said organ guns are bad against Fusca, so hand cannons were the right choice.
they have no bonus damage, or do they? I think
They have bonus damage of 2.
2, yeah. So I thought hand cannons is quicker to get to and is better.
Sorry, you wanted to say something about the dogs.
Yeah, I built them at the south. I started with the left one, and then I thought if he rush me, it's better to have them on the side to be a little bit safe. And yeah, it worked for me. I don't know if he tries to target my dogs, but then I was a little bit confident to build some demos, and at the top there was the water you can walk on.
Mm-hmm. That was at least a bit better for him because it was like the straight line was possible, but then you had demos there. Yeah, and then like on land, I don't think there's much. He had quicker eco, I think, in most games than you did, but there wasn't too much he could do with his army then.
I think in Portuguese I'm more about the army comp with a little bit pushing and then adding eco, but it's just a feeling. I haven't played
You're
much
totally
games.
right. You're totally right. He had nice quick ecos. What I want to say, you don't need farms. Like he had more farms than you, but that's logical because you're Portuguese. You don't need food as much. At least with hand cans a bit more, I guess. But the 24 farms you had were totally fine.
I
And
think
yeah, then
I also get the market in each game.
I didn't pay too much attention, but that's always nice. Not always in some metros, maybe not, but I think in these ones. Like Goss, what did you say though with Portuguese against Goss?
I think I sold some food.
Oh, okay. That's not
That's-
really, the Goss probably want to buy food and sell wood, so not really taking anything from them. And yeah, what was the thinking behind the Aztec pick then in game 3?
I thought I was not so happy to play Inca here, so I thought to play now Aztecs because I was leading to 0, so it's better to play them early to have the. And I thought it would be good against Dravidians, and yeah, maybe okay against Bulgarians, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I just want to try them.
I think it was actually really smart, right? Because they have like at least okay matchup against the two civs, your other civs, or like at least Bengalis and Incas are afraid of Bulgarian Dravidians, I think. And it worked. So you got the matchup you wanted, probably one of the two you wanted to like make it better for Incas later on. And Ethiopians, you could have also just picked Ethiopians, right? Ethiopians should have decent matchups as well.
Yes, I also saw either Ethiopians or Aztecs, but it was more about what to play after that. So I decided Aztecs.
Aztecs game 3, OP strategy. Let's go.
I learned it from the training.
I don't know if you saw. Did you see my set yesterday? Was that
No,
the
unfortunately not. But we played one, Sicilians Aztecs.
Oh yeah! Oh, we played that game where I converted all your Hover Cavalier. Yeah, okay. Okay. I showed you the power of S6 then. So it's actually the training. I thought I was joking, but it was actually the training.
Yeah. One of the 4 or 5 training games.
Nah, 4 or 5 days. Days of
Days, yeah, exactly.
boot camp.
A week. Yeah.
Alright, now you're in the semifinals and you're facing Leaf. What are your thoughts?
I have to scout him. I'm afraid to play versus him because I'm more afraid about the DM players than ARM players.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I got better matchup against the ARM players. So I think I have to get more into the bootcamp.
Well, no, it makes sense. Yeah, I think your matchups against DMs would be a bit tougher, right? Because at the start you tend to undermake production and everything, and then you die at the start. That's kind of what Leaf does.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to change my playstyle a little bit, but yeah, I'm also thinking I always play different if I.
Lord of the 30 archery rangers incoming.
Then I build too much production
Yes,
building.
but I mean, I would trust you to also win if you overcompensate.
I think this would be better to, instead of 3, rather play 30 ranges then. It would have a better sense there. But then it would be not so much fun for the stream.
I will be there and count. Good luck anyways, man. Congratulations once again.
Thank you for streaming. Yeah, for casting also. And
Both at
for
the same time.
organizing this tournament.
Alright, hopefully we meet in the finals.
Hopefully, good luck with your set against Kamrat.
Thank you. You already beat him, so
Then you have
hopefully
to
he
beat
makes a
him
transport in a disclosed font again.
Yeah, hopefully he will against you.
I think I can win even if he doesn't, but it should be a good one. Alright, have a good one, man. Enjoy your victory. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for the games.
Thank you a lot. Goodbye. Have a great evening.
See you in the bootcamp.